Hey everyone, welcome. I am here with Akash Mehta, the CEO and founder of Fable in Maine, and we are going to learn how to oil our scalps today because when we do this, it's going to give us more hair, which is something that I know a lot of us in Dubai really want. So Akash, can you first tell us a little bit about Fable in Maine, about yourself, because he is quite dreamy and famous. And yes, you are. And tell us about the brand and the conception behind it, and also please tell us how to get more hair.
Absolutely. So, hey everyone, I'm Akash Mehta, and my brand, my baby, is called Fable in Maine, which I founded with my sister Nikita. And Fable in Maine, in a nutshell, it's a modern hair wellness brand that's inspired by our ancient Indian beauty secrets.
I love that.
This is what I grew up with, passed down from generation to generation through my grandma. So my grandma used to come from India. I was born and raised in London.
Okay.
And she used to massage these incredible Ayurvedic Indian adaptogens and herbs and oils. And she would massage them on our scalp, into our roots, usually at night. While she would massage them, she would tell us stories. So story time and hair care rituals is what we grew up with. And the ritual part is the most important because without the act of the massage, we're really not getting the true benefits from these ingredients. And the reason for that and why head massaging is so important is when you are kind of massaging these products and oils into your scalp, you're increasing your blood circulation.
Okay.
And by doing this, you're delivering those essential oxygen and nutrients into your scalp, which kickstarts the anagen phase of the hair cycle. The anagen phase is the hair growth phase, really. So people forget, just putting the products, even the shampoo, conditioner, you just put it on and you wash it out. But taking that moment to really just make sure those ingredients are being absorbed for sure, but stimulated your scalp at the same time and all around your head, because it's a whole ecosystem of hair we forget about. We think about one point or quick, but you have to think about the whole head as you do your skincare, right? When you do your
absolutely.
serums, you think about your whole face.
Yeah,
and I think that's
even
very
the neck.
important. Exactly.
So Dia just said before that Nikita, your sister, has beautiful hair.
Yeah.
And I saw Nikita in person, and she's like a lioness with that hair. So she's
thank you.
absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
So when you say that you massage the scalp, at first I initially thought, is it scratching or is it actual?
I mean, we can actually do a little demonstration.
Yeah, I would love to do a demo.
So the best way, there's a lot of different techniques, and there isn't right and wrong, but there's the way that feels best for you, as long as you're just stimulating and massaging your scalp. So the first thing I like to do is think of it like a tree. So the hair is the plants, is the fauna. You have the roots, which is your neck, and the roots go to your neck and your shoulders. So I always like to start any head massage thinking about first relaxing and relieving any tension from my shoulder to my necks. By that, you're going to really, calm yourself. And what is often one of the most kind of reasons for hair loss is stress. Making sure you're not stressed, and even looking at your environment. I often say do head massage at home before a shower or just before you go to bed, because you want to be in an environment conducive to no stress. So no phones at all. I mean, I know we're doing this in front of a phone, but actually in reality you would do this really in your own space, and sometimes with a loved one or with a friend or even on your own.
This is coming at the perfect time because all of us moms right now, especially the moms in Dubai, our kids have been home for 2 weeks. So I think we're collectively just stressed.
Yeah, and everyone, you need it for sure. So what I tend to do is first, with the oil, whether it's the Fable in Maine hair oil or you're using any oil at home that, castor oil or amla oil, I take a pipette full into my palm of my hand, so I can do that. If you want to do some too.
I'll do it too.
Perfect. So you take some here.
Okay, and what's in here?
So here we have a lot of different ingredients. We have castor oil, different types of oils, but our hero ingredients are two, so it's dashmul and ashwagandha. So dashmul actually is 10 potent roots blended into one. Really great for relieving any kind of stress. It's good for your calming and really promoting that sense of well-being. And ashwagandha, which actually translates to the strength of a horse, that is, as it imagines, it's really for fortifying your strands and making them much more stronger.
Oh, sounds good to me.
So what I do with the oil, I kind of activate it in the palm of my hands, so it's a bit warmer, and then I take a deep inhalation because we have a really beautiful aroma. So do a couple of breaths here in this moment. Maybe a couple, 5 or 6 breaths. So we can do that now. So breathe in. And breathe out. From your nose is best. Breathe in. Breathe out. We'll do one more. Breathe in. And breathe out. already. I'm feeling much more calmer.
Me too.
Probably be speaking a lot more slower now because I'm calmer.
I feel like my vibration has risen a little.
Yeah,
And this smells, it's intoxicating.
So what you do now is you want to find the best way I like to say is find your crown chakra point. So we have our chakras in the aligning system. So we have the topmost point, the Sahasrara, is the crown chakra point. And the best and easiest way to find this is I put my hands in an L-shaped position like so. Your thumbs on top of your ears, and where your fingers meet perpendicular, that's like the crown chakra point, the easiest place. So I either, with the oils in my hand, I put it in from this point, or I take the pipette and I put the pipette from this point as well. So L, boom, boom. Really simple. And what I like to do is start always massaging from this point, working my way around the whole head where there's hair. So the first kind of one technique I like to call it is like the ruffling technique. So you kind of put your palms like this and your fingers together, and you put your fingers underneath the hair into your roots, and you start ruffling like so.
Oh, okay.
And you want to work your way around the whole scalp. So you're going to focus a side at a time. So I start with the right side, and I work my way down into the back, and I go back and I do it again. And it's going to feel so good.
It does feel really...
You do the same this side. Think of it like a snake. An S-shaped position is also another way to describe it.
Oh, okay. I like that analogy.
So I like to kind of liken it to animals.
Yeah.
Like the whole story of Fable and Mane. The second one is, I guess you could say like the crab or the pinch and grab. So it's like this.
Okay.
You can feel that already.
Yep.
You can even go slower or faster.
Is this a 5-minute thing? Is it a 10-minute, 2-minute?
No rule book. I mean, definitely I would say if you're not doing, if you're doing 30 seconds, it's probably not going to be enough. Like, give yourself at least 5 minutes when you're doing any hand massage. But when I was with my grandma, she would always do it, and I would never let her stop. So I basically, she only stopped when she got really tired. It could be an hour or 30 minutes.
She must have had strong hands.
She has strong hands. And often how you do it, when you do it with someone, if you don't self-practice, someone can sit in front of you, and then you have this kind of like train approach, right? We've even had situations where my grandma would do my mom, and my mom would do my sister.
Oh,
so
I love that.
It was like a trio of like a head massage train, if you will.
There's a bit of that outside the Sephora, right?
Yeah, exactly.
In the big,
we had an illustration for Fable and Mane. And my another technique is pitter patter. So it's like raindrops. So pitter patter, like so. You can imagine you're really increasing that blood circulation because you're activating the roots and the scalp. So there's a lot of different techniques, and I actually got trained by an Indian head massage expert. It's in the practice called Champisage, which is the terminology of it.
Yep.
And we got trained, me and my sister, and we have like a certificate now. So
wow.
I've now learned a lot of new techniques from this. But honestly, do whatever feels right. As long as you're just massaging and taking that time for yourself, super important. And I do this in the shower too with my shampoo, my conditioner, my mask.
Okay. And you have great hair.
Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people say, oh, Indians have great hair, and that's just genetics in there, I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, this is genetics passed down from 4,000 year olds of Ayurveda, the science. So it has been practiced in our childhood, passed down by generations. So clearly there are some benefits of the massaging and the oiling.
Yep.
And in India, around 50% of the population oil their hair daily, it's very common. Obviously, they might like the oil back look. And in the Western world, we don't really want to go outside and like oil all over our scalp.
The wet
we
look.
did design the oil in our oil to be pre-wash. So the idea is that you would massage them oils in and then you would wash it out.
Okay.
And then you get the benefits of the oils, you get the massage, but then you don't have that oily hair, which people might not want.
And then if I wanted to sleep with this in my hair, is that possible?
Yeah, so it's actually best designed to be left in overnight. Any oils, if you leave it in overnight, you're getting the true benefits and it's really soaking into your scalp and your roots. But you want to make sure with any oils in your hair at night, either a silk pillowcase if you have, or just get an old cotton t-shirt, put it over your pillow, because you don't want to stain with the oils. And
the oil won't block. I'm kind of visualizing little open pores that are just dying to have some growth.
Exactly.
Will the oil block those little pores?
No, it shouldn't. Basically, with the right oils, and you have to understand your scalp environment and your own scalp microbiome, because we all have different concerns. So it's like kind of saying with your skincare, same with oils and same with whatever you put in your hair and your roots. You got to make sure you understand it first. So what I like to say is like, sometimes you're having your scalp check, you get those little cameras that can see what your scalp level is. Do you have an oily scalp? Do you have an itchy scalp? Do you have a dry, sensitive scalp? We sometimes don't even know. So I do recommend you sometimes checking it out, asking experts, or going to one of those counters that you can get your scalp environment
That's
checked.
a good idea.
But generally speaking, because pre-wash oils are really great because you wash them out. So that way you don't have the buildup of oily scalp, which people do not want.
Right. That makes sense. Well, this was really interesting. Thank you for this. But
No,
before we end, I have a few trick questions for you.
Absolutely.
Not trick questions, like rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
So the first one is, I know you've been to Dubai a few times.
Yes.
Is there something, like a restaurant or something you've wanted to do here that you haven't done yet?
Ooh, that's a really good one. I think this one thing I haven't done is I really wanted to go to the, I think it's a Misk Moon. It's like these little moon pods. It's about 40 minutes from Dubai, and they're in the desert, and you can stay in these little like moon pods, and they have a little pool. And
no kidding.
It looks like you're in
heard of
Mars, and that looks really cool. Yeah.
Oh, that does look cool.
Yeah.
My second question for you is, what is something that you know without a shadow of a doubt you have manifested in your life?
Definitely every step of this journey creating Fable and Main. I've always wanted to have my own brand that had a mission that was the priority. So for me to have Fable and Main, that's really at the heart of, apart from creating great products and inspiring people through the products and the journey, it's really the fund and the tiger conservation. So for me to be able to do two passions, building a business and doing good into one, I manifested it and it's coming true. So
wow.
it's exciting.
And lastly, what is something you would like to manifest going forward?
Going forward, I think I definitely want to have my own sort of rehabilitation center or sanctuary for the wounded or animals that are needed in Africa and India. My dad is born in Africa, my mom was born in India. So doing something with this two diasporas there and connecting the two.
Yeah.
And then bringing all the Western world to these places to help and drive some impact. That's my dream, because that's my own story.
Oh, I love that. You have such a big heart.
No.
Well, thank you so much, Akash. And thanks for everyone who is... Oh, let's just look at where can we buy your oil? So
so now you can buy it in, depending which market you're in, but Sephora, we're in all the Sephoras.
We have a few questions.
We have so Sephora online and in store in the Middle East, so Saudi, Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, and UAE.
Wow.
We're also in the US, and Cult Beauty ships internationally, and FableandMain.com.
Okay, and then Meg is psyched asks, would you do this every night if leaving in at night, or how long do you keep it in before washing it out?
It's a great question. So actually, I recommend with the oiling, technically as a pre-wash oil, my recommendation is washing your hair once or if most twice a week. We shouldn't wash our hair daily technically, because you're stripping all the natural oils and essential oils. So unless you have a certain lifestyle that needs like washing of the hair daily, I understand.
Okay.
But then maybe less products, don't and especially it depends where you are. Like in Dubai, I heard the water is not the best quality, sometimes a bit harsh.
Yeah, that's why we all lose our hair.
So I definitely recommend oiling your hair once a week or twice, and leaving it in for overnight for best results is the ideal way. Having said that, we made sure with our formulas they're quite potent, so you could for 10 minutes still see a lot of benefits. So people on the go, doesn't have much time, we got you.
All right, cool. And I think a lot of people are just commenting that they love Indian head massages, the techniques, the blood flow. So I think we're good. And thank you so much again for your time. You are such a treasure. And guys, you can check out Fable and Main at Sephora Dubai Mall. And right now they have a beautiful, what do you call it?
Window. Takeover.
Yeah, takeover outside. It's literal beauty art. You have to check it out. So thanks so much, and see you guys later.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you.